Thank you for joining me today. I'll give that reintroduction again. My name is Timberly Whitus. I'm a health educator at Wolverine Wellness. We're like a public health resource hub on campus. Um, Fun fact, I went to Michigan for grad and undergrad, and so I'm really grateful and really excited to share some information about um, kind of this information about kind of our office here. Okay, so a little bit more about who we are. Wolverine Wellness is dedicated to social justice and really promoting community and individual well-being. We really envision like a campus community that centers that health equity and elevates well-being in a way in which we all really partner to do so. And we do that currently by really partnering and advocating with other units on campus and students and in the community to really support students. A little bit more about what we do. UM really provides an array of public health informed mental health resources to meet the needs of faculty, staff, and students. And it's all really within close proximity of where we all live, learn, and work. This is a continuum, or there's really a continuum of care that exists on campus. And on that continuum, Wolverine Wellness really provides education and outreach, peer to peer activities, and programming that raises awareness and really provides holistic support for students. There's a link there that if you want to explore more about that continuum of care or other units that do so, you can also explore that link there for that. So thinking about what we do and how we do it, here's a little bit more about our specific services that support our mission and our vision and kind of like what we hope to do on campus. So starting here with wellness coaching, this is really a free um, holistic approach. It's a collaborative, non-judgmental space to work with a wellness coach who is someone who is trained, individual, is really centered on the 8 dimensions on that model of well-being. And so topics really include alcohol or other drugs. You can talk about relationships, nicotine cessation. Some other things include eating and body image, maybe sexual health, or even just general mental health and well-being. It's available for individual and groups. And so, if the student is not comfortable necessarily going as an individual, they can go with a friend or a group. And so you can learn more there at the link, uhs.com or .edu, excuse me, dash wellness coaching. And so there's more information there about what it is and kind of what it looks like and how to sign up. All right, another program we have is called the Young Black Men Project. We really partner with Dr. Watkins and the School of Social Work's Curtis Center. It is a social program that really focuses on building community experience for students, and it focuses on expanding manhood and masculinity, redefining what social support is, and really challenging stigmas around mental health. And so it's a program that's like a social media based intervention, but they also host and facilitate discussions around just, like we said, progressive masculinity or balance and wellness in relationships, belonging, being Black on campus, or being Black at the University of Michigan as a PWI, predominantly white institution. And so this is just a program that provides that support for those students. You can learn more there at the link, some more information about what the program is and how the intervention takes place. Okay, so next here we have a wellness course. It's titled ALA 240, Living Well in College and Beyond for student leaders. This course, students will really gain practical experience and really modeling well-being on campus and beyond. And so they gain skills to really not only model like wellness for themselves while they're here, but hopefully to take that into their own respective communities. It is a 2 credit course for undergraduates, and instructors are Wolverine Wellness peer educators. Research shows that students really learn best from their peers, and so this is a model that we're using for the course. Topics really cover a broad things like intersection between identities, values, DEI, health equity, mindfulness and self-compassion, really embracing failure and perfectionism, imposter syndrome, and a lot more. And so there's another link there that you can check out to just learn more about the course and kind of how to sign up and when it's open for sign up. Okay, so next here we have workshops, trainings, consultations, and tabling requests. And so student orgs, faculty, or staff can request workshops, trainings, or tablings. You can also request consultations about how to implement a program or self-facilitate one of our programs. Um, in addition to that, GSIs, faculty and staff, can request support for how to really address well-being in academic spaces. And so just showing that we're also here to support like student orgs, faculty, and staff really in the well-being, because we know that everyone interacts with students, and really we all interact and collaborate and have that way in which we have to support students. And so we have this available in which folks can request these consultations or these workshops, and we come out and discuss a variety of topics and really tailor it to the program. And so you can find more about those at these links here and kind of how to request those. Okay, so next here we have Pause and Relax. It's my favorite thing, our therapy dog program. So we have Hawkeye, an Alaskan Malamute, and Sherlock, who's a golden doodle. They're really like on campus to provide stress relief to students, a space to unwind and kind of just also be social and meet other students. Hawkeye really hosts wellness visits every week, usually during the academic year. And then Sherlock is typically available by request. And so these are this is like a therapy dog program that we're running out of our office, really to, like I said, just provide that space for students to just kind of be, and also to provide like collaboration and partnerships across campus because we show up in different spaces and show up where we're needed. Okay. So we have the Collegiate Recovery Program here, which is holistic. It provides holistic recovery support to students who are in recovery from alcohol and other drug misuse. It's really a space to receive resources and maintain that accountability, and really gain a community. There's a collegiate recovery lounge, and so it's a space to really recharge and connect with others while recovering and enjoying fun and sober events like on and off campus. So it's a space that really provides community. And you can learn more there at the link and how to sign up and contact the program manager who's Matt Stafford. Okay, so I'm talking a little bit about other Wolverine wellness resources. So the first one here is the Parent Family Communication Program. So U of M really values students and parents and families as partners in a wide range of health and wellness issues, right? We believe that the student knows themselves best, and we really want to collaborate with parents and families to support the students in the best way possible. So this parent family communication program really focuses on first years because research shows that they are an at-risk population as they transition to college, and because of the health and safety risks of inherent in alcohol and other drug misuse. So with this program, U of M will really notify parents and families of first year students under the age of 21 if a student has committed a AOD violation that's accompanied by other serious behavior, if the student has been transported to the hospital or jail, or if the student has had one or more AOD related violations of the U of M alcohol and other drug policy, which can be reviewed. So if you can learn a little bit more at the link here, a little bit more about how we contact parents and how we discuss with them and what we talk about, and really how to best support your student and conversations around this. There's also some tips and resources there for how to have conversations before your student comes to campus about expectations and really how these things show up in their spaces. Okay, so next on our list here, we have some campaigns in our office. So the first one there is I Am a Wolverine and this is a campaign that really is on campus to fight against imposter syndrome and create a sense of belonging. It is a campaign that really um, it shows that students, faculty, and staff that no matter that we're all Wolverines, that we're so much more, and that we have so much more going for us and so much more to us, as you can see there with the Polaroids. And so, in addition to that campaign, we also have other alcohol and other drug campaigns. So, the first one there is Stay in the Blue, which is a campaign that really encourages students to stay at a point oh 0.06 or below if they choose to drink. Or if they choose to use substances. And so this link here just shows how U of M students stay in the blue, provides other tips and resources for being social and safe on campus, and providing other opportunities and alternative opportunities to ones that are that have alcohol or other substances. And we also have cannabis conversations. This is just a campaign to really learn how to make informed decisions and reduce harm for cannabis use. It really provides other information about how to really be a critical consumer, and really think about how this shows up in your community and how use shows up, and think about and reflect on use. Okay, so next here is the Wellbeing Academy. So this is essentially trainings for students, staff, or faculty, really on how to have productive and compassionate conversations with students. It's powered by motivational interviewing, and this is just a training. There's a variety of trainings which you can learn more about at the link. As it says, to really support you in how to have compassionate conversations and how to bring that into the spaces that you're in. So we have the Wellbeing Collective here. So the Wellbeing Collective is really a collaborative effort at U of M. It's really focused on making U of M a better place to live, work, and learn for students. We have this idea of collective impact, and so essentially, it is an effort it is an effort to really ensure that we're all supporting the well-being of students across campus in all of our spaces, and not just the spaces that are designated health and well-being spaces. And so it's implementing really a system-wide approach to supporting well-being across campus. You can learn more there at that website, and there's some more resources for just kind of how to find more out about it. Okay, so we have a health equity grant. This is for student orgs who really engage in promoting like well-being activities on campus, really like looking at communities that are impacted by health disparities on campus. Groups can request up to $500 per academic year. You can learn more and apply there at that link. In our office, we also have free items, and so we have, say, safer sex supplies such as female and male condoms, lubrication, dental dams. Um, some other things, we have sleep kits, and those sleep kits have ear masks and like tea, and excuse me, and earplugs and eye masks. We have Narcan, and then we also have other informational items on various just wellness topics, such as intuitive eating, maybe other just staying in the blue, other informational pamphlets that you can pick up in our office. And these are all free of charge for students or staff. So other campus resources. So we have some well-being toolkits and consultations. So this is really just resources, a group of resources created for students, faculty, and staff. It can be used for a variety of things, and it includes a lot of interactive and really customizable and adaptable tools that promote holistic well-being and really promote an understanding of that. And so there's a link for that toolkit, and you really can break it down and explore the 8 dimensions in that model of well-being there, and you can tailor it for yourself. We have online courses, so we really want to help new students transition to U of M and really reduce like risk for personal harm. And so we are not the only school who does this. We've joined many schools in the country who require online courses as really a part of preventative initiatives. And so those courses are like alcohol EDU, sexual assault prevention for undergraduates, and sexual assault prevention for ongoing education. These are courses that students will receive emails about prior to the start of the school year, and there are modules to be completed. Topics really include just like the definition of consent, how media and social expectations shape behavior, potential risks associated with drinking. It defines consent, common myths about sexual assault, and other things like that that it discusses in those modules. It provides that education and is really tailored to the student and what they and how they answer those questions. And so you can learn more about those resources at the link there and kind of more about when they'll maybe be sent out before the year. In addition, so there's a basic needs website. So this is just information about resources available to students at U of M. And then there's a Find Health website. So this is free or reduced like costs for health, food, and financial resources in the community. And so one is just specific for U of M, and then one is specific for the Ann Arbor and Ypsilanti community if you or your student needs to expand out. These are other campus departments that we often partner and collaborate with to really bring holistic services to students on campus. Um, these are, you might have learned about these or seen other webinars about these, but these are just some of the other campus departments that provide other services that will really tailor to those 8 dimensions of well-being and can help you navigate really your ways into a resolution. And what's really unique about this is that it might be a lot of information, but if you end up at one of these resources and you say, I need something, and maybe that's not a resource that they provide, they're able to tailor it to, they're able to point you in another direction. And so that is something that is unique about us all working together and collaborating in that way, is that even if you end up in a space in which you're unsure if it's the right space for you, someone can help you navigate that. Okay, so I think we're wrapping up here. So that's the last slide I really had. A little bit more about Wolverine Wellness. We're located at 207 Fletcher Street. So we're at University Health Services. We're located on the ground floor. And this is our website here. So you can find more about information, some of the programs that I talked about, or resources. They're on our website. Something else that we're available on is Instagram. If you have social media, just at Wolverine Wellness. We're also like available on Facebook under UHS, and so you can find information about health and wellness there under UHS's University Health Services Facebook. And so, yeah, we just wanted to share that information. If you're on social media or Instagram, we know that we connect with students and engage in those ways a lot. And yeah, so that is my last slide. I want to thank you all for attending today. And yes, I don't know if there are any questions, but if so, feel free to put those in the chat. And if not, then you have our information, and you can always feel free to follow up with any of those questions also.